they'd turned the lights out in the cafe at about 8 p.m. this evening. And they saw their opportunity. And it was from that side that they moved, ran, sprinted, broke out of the door, and down the stairs you can see just over there to the right, extreme right-hand side of the cafe, and splintered up into 3 groups. 4 of them went down Martin Place. 2 of them went back up to Phillip Street and beyond and ran off down there. 1 of them came running across here, behind me towards Martin Place, and ran off down Phillip Street that way. And it was at that point that we saw the 2 groups of police assemble. 1 over here on the right-hand side at the main door, the customer entrance of the cafe. 2 groups of police, I estimate 2 groups of 4, heavily armed, all wearing black, a tactical response unit, NVG, night vision goggles on. From this side, we saw another team of 4 coming up the steps quietly on this rear flank. On the signal, a flashbang went off, and in they went. Multiple flashbangs, stun grenades, lights. You've seen those pictures, those extraordinary pictures from the Channel 7 camera taken just from above me on level 4 here, which was aimed to startle and disable the gunman. Those flashbangs went for about 5 minutes, and we could hear in amongst them the sound of gunfire as well. Those pictures there, I mean, just quite extraordinary and quite terrifying. Soon after, the gunman was obviously down. The police were able to assemble the hostages in one corner on the right-hand side of my picture here at that main customer entrance. And it's at that point we saw them quickly thrown onto stretchers and raced down the hill, down towards Elizabeth Street, where the ambulances had been waiting for them. As I said earlier, we saw 7 stretchers. We believe 2 were carrying equipment, 5 were carrying the injured, and of those, Channel 7 is hearing that 3 were seriously injured, including a police officer.
Chris, that's such a tragic end, and we're just going to get an update now from Ashley Brown. Ashley is outside St Vincent's Hospital, and Ashley, any word yet on the injured people?
Good morning. Just in the last half an hour, there has been 1 ambulance arrive here at St Vincent's Hospital, which is the largest trauma unit in Sydney. The male was conscious. He was in the back of the ambulance. The sirens weren't on, and he was assisted out of the ambulance by a paramedic, which is a good sign that he was conscious. We haven't been able to confirm if this is one of the hostages that was involved in this siege, but we do understand that the timing does match up. We have gathered outside here the hospital. There's been another 3 hospitals across Sydney that are on standby, waiting for patients, waiting for the injured. They've been on standby since this siege unfolded early yesterday morning, and extra staff have been called in. They've been trained for this, so we are being assured by the health services that they do have the capacity to deal with the injured, and that is exactly what they're ready to do here this morning.